Hello everybody, John Cope here from Cope Racing Transmissions. I want to wish all you fathers out there happy Father's Day. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today how I got my start, since it's Father's Day. I worked for my dad, who had a transmission shop on the south side of Chicago. He started about 1972 or so, and as a little kid I can remember going there all the time and probably was in the way more than anything, always getting into his tools and messing around with stuff. And as I got older into high school and got closer and closer to getting my driver's license, I had more interest in working on cars. And then so I had Pops show me how to do a few things. First it was R&R transmissions and scraping transmission cases. By the time I got out of high school, I was building turbo 350s and 400s and torque flights. So my father taught me, and it was a great way to go to college without paying for it. Ever since then, I've never done anything else. I've always been a training guy. And I love doing it because Dad loved doing it. And my dad was really a superhero to me. So the truck you see behind us is a 1966 Ford. And I'm a Mopar guy, so bear with me. It's got a 6.4 Hemi in it and a 518 transmission, or you want to call it a 46RH. And it has our reverse manual valve body in it, the one that shifts 1, 2, 3, 4 on the shifter, no button for overdrive, has lockup. Me and my buddy Russ, we took this thing to Indy, drove it about 150 miles from where I lived to Indy for the UCC race, and drove it all the way back. Last weekend, I used it to tow my boat to the lake and back. So where I'm going with this is the valve body, the way it's set up, is not just strictly for drag racing, even though that's what it was designed for. If you got a street truck and you don't like it hunting for an overdrive, or it's hitting the rev limiter, or not doing it what you want to do, that valve body really is a great piece. It's only reverse manual. And I think the reason why I did that, I'm not going to go Ford manual and I'm not going to go automatic shift, because there's just a lot of those valve bodies out there, and I think they're inferior. I think the only way to go with the trans brake is be reverse manual. You get the best hydraulic pressures, and that's just, to me, that's the hot setup. So anyways, back to the truck. I built the truck as to pay tribute to my father, who passed. It's been 2 years now. And it was the very first vehicle my dad taught me how to drive, was his 1966 Ford tow truck. And got this 66 Ford, put the lights on it, and I was going to make it look like a tow truck, but it'd be like the ultimate sleeper. But I kind of like the way it looks, so I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I put his name on the dashboard of the truck. I put my name on the outside. And we use it for testing. We test our transmissions in it. I test the lockup converters in there. We also have a diesel truck we use for testing. But the main gig of having this truck is to show that you can drive it anywhere. You can drive this anywhere. The drivability is real good. And the longevity of the transmission is really improved by having the high pressure, the constant high pressure all the time. So I think that's all I'm going to talk about for right now. Happy Father's Day, everybody out there in YouTube land. If you see Mr. Haney, don't mess with it on the street, because he'll blow your shit away. All right, guys. John Cope signing in and out. I'll talk to you later.
Transmission. Hey, I just want to give you guys a quick recap of our trip down to UCC here this past May. Give you guys a little experience here of myself here driving the truck. I wasn't very familiar with how this truck was set up with the ratchet shift and the full manual valve body, and how it was going to be a driving experience from my high-powered diesel truck to a very lightweight, snappy, fun to drive truck. So give you guys a quick recap in our trip. During our drive down there, it was awesome. Talking about fun factor, we got a lot of attention from so many different people giving us the thumbs up on the way down, people giving us the waves, hey, give us a burnout, getting a chance to launch the truck, just to experience it, how it performed on the street, and what people people's reaction was to it. So going back to the whole streetability concept of the valve body itself, it was just talking about fun. It really was able to perform a lot better than I initially anticipated, honestly, especially going to a lightweight truck the way this thing is lined out. And going back to like all the people we were saying, everyone's reaction to the truck snapping up into power, making a really quick launch right off the line, just to really give us the ability to see how the truck performed in its everyday driving scenario, and having a little fun too with it, of course. But all right, signing off now. See you guys next time. Stay tuned. We do have a lot of cool projects, and we got more things to talk about.